fair spinning, a 360-degree spin.
Massive brake lock out.
His rear wheel locks up. He's starting a charge.
Oh boy, side by side that turn 6 continue their battle.
Boy, oh boy, look at this, side by wheel to wheel. This is really hair-raising stuff. It doesn't take much of a slip.
Let's see what happens out of swamp turn. It's going to be in the taglia.
He's having a look down the inside of the wheel of the ground there.
Move over, sunshine.
Swamp turn, looking for that checkered flag. And it's going to be Peterborough taking the overall win.
He's won it.
Going up the hill.
Whoa, big lock up there.
Left front wheel. Now almost in the 60s. And he's picked up the toe there. He's getting close.
What's his last pass? He does it now.
Peterborough getting a nice run down the back straightaway. He's going to get out the inside of Hunter Poole, try to take that second spot away. And he does.
And look at this. Look how wide they are, 3 and 4 wide. This is a very wide racetrack, and they're using every inch of it.
And look at this, side by wheel to wheel. This is really hair-raising stuff. It doesn't take much of a slip to get those wheels entwined.
An absolutely masterly bit of driving.
Turn up the volume. Enjoy the start. There's the green flag. Here we go.
Look at that.
Oh!
On the outside of the taglia now to
Yikes.
Look at the defend. He's to the outside. It's hard to make this work, but he's going to try.
Well, watch Peter Burke in that Formula Enterprise.
Field has come set. Turn up the volume and get ready for the start.
Outside of row 1.
Car coming in at the last minute here, so P2, so. Clouds look good, so I don't think you're going to have any problems with rain.
Okay, I think it's, what, 13 laps this time?
13 laps.
And we've got some rain starting out here in the S's, so anybody that's on the false grid may be a little late right now, but you may want to keep an eye on this rain coming in. Not sure how hard it's going to be, but it is coming down now in the S's, and it's probably going to move from the S's towards the rest of the track, so keep an eye on that one, as we do have rain coming down here in the S's right now. Go ahead and run this grid. They are already off the false grid and are rolling around the track right now. The track is fairly warm and this doesn't get much harder. It shouldn't affect things too much, but it is, we're getting a little sprinkle out here for sure. Nico Vargas, your pole sitter in the Formula Atlantic, and his JDR F1000. Second is the number 3 of John Wilhelmi, the Formula Atlantic, the Furman F1000, both 1000cc motorcycle powered entry. Bill Niemeyer Jr., the number 65, that's a Sorcerer P2 machine, prototype 2. Jeremy Swank in the Formula Continental, car number 72 in his Van Diemen RF05. Number 37, Amy Hollowell, your pole sitter in the FE2 class. That's one of the SCCA FE2 Mazda cars that we'll see out here. Jack Burrows, the car number 31 is the prototype 2 Radical Pro 6. Car number 7 is the 89, a Denny Scenario Formula X car, Griffith GR93. Car number 95, Peter Burke, another FE2. Mazda powered Formula car, running a car 9. for in position 9, car 03, Greg Peluso in his Formula Continental. In 10th, car number 63, Jason Bach in a Formula Continental Van Diemen. In 11th, car number 47, Glenn Jibbinen Jr. out of Sports 2000, Doran JE1. In 12th, car number 30, Rex Gunning, a Sports 2000, the Lola T598.
Seems to be slick or cold. I'm not sure which one. Before my tires suck, when I do are cold.
And we've got in 14th, number 21, Steve Demeter,
of course, it's
Formula Continental Citation 90 SF. So, field moving
Wet on that the outer part, the back part, I guess. It
Quick
looks
lap here.
good on the powder out that way.
Dampness on the racing.
Doing it now. I can try to get it placed back.
That's all we've seen, so hopefully shouldn't affect these cars too much. They have seen it come down and it's already drying. The lights
Run
off
these tires yet, so it's probably going to take a while to get going.
As the field makes their way.
Alright, laid off on the safety car. Here we go, Sunday race.
Down in that area, so we're going to have to
I think that guy got back.
probably get these drivers tiptoeing through there. Get enough heat in the racetrack
here we
to
go.
not make any type of problem. One car pulling off coming down pit road as the field is coming through turn 13, looking for the green flag, and here is out. Nico Vargas leads the way. It's a quick jump over third and second place running John Wilhelmi. He's got some pressure right behind him from William Niemeyer. Field singles out as they head through turn number 1. Work their way up the straightaway, and a lot like we saw yesterday. It is Vargas, and quickly pulling away, leaving the field to battle for themselves as they work through turn number 2 at the top of the keyhole. Down the back straightaway, Vargas is already there. Second place running Wilhelmi, and William Niemeyer, Jack Baruch, and Amy Hallowell run first through fifth.
By a pretty good margin right now. Wilhelmi in that second spot, so we'll keep an eye on that. Amy Hollowell already up to third, so she made a good start. Went from fifth to third. Bill Niemeyer losing ground just a little bit as he is right behind Amy Hollowell. So we'll keep an eye on that. Denny Sederi and Peter Berg in that order come by, but Vargas with a pretty good lead over Wilhelmi, and then it is Amy Hollowell up into the third spot this time by.
Like cold tires, but here we go.
And Vargas just kind of cruising right now, has a about 10 car length advantage over Wilhelmi, but that battle for second and third right now with William Niemeyer and Jack Baruch. Vargas across the line, Wilhelmi, and then that battle with Amy Hallowell in third, Niemeyer in fourth, as he is starting to slide back, a little further back, running in that 10th position is Rex Gunning in the number 30 in that T598, then Glenn Jibbinen Jr. and Eric Pickering.
CFC 63 is pretty close behind you.
They're 10 through 12 in a tight battle between those machines. Leaders are up through the top of the keyhole and already onto the back straightaway as Jack Baruch will try to chase down William Niemeyer for that fourth position.
Vargas out front continues to stretch it a little bit. Looks like Bill Niemeyer got his car up to speed, gets back around to Amy Hollowell to move himself back up into the third spot.
You have two battling out behind you, two CFCs battling behind you.
Still sitting right ahead now, Jack Baruch and Denny Sederi, but doing well in the FE2 class. So she has a pretty good gap back to Peter Berg in his FE2. So we'll keep an eye on the well in that fourth spot.
Amy running in that fourth position. You said Amy Howe. And right behind her is Jack Baruch as the leader comes across the line. The three of John Wilhelmi, and then it is Niemeyer and Amy Hallowell. And Hallowell is right on the back bumper of that third place running for Niemeyer. It's a Sorcerer and then that V2 Mazda. They work their way up the straightaway. Hallowell not giving any opportunity for Niemeyer to get away.
lap, and we'll see if he's able to get that back out on track.
And Jeremy Swank was the one that came in early, right at the green flag, but he has stopped up at the top of the keyhole.
Yellow flag, somewhere.
Working to get him off the racetrack now. And the full course yellow has just come out, and they're trying to get Swank
Double yellow, double yellow.
out of that turn 2 position. So the field will go under the full course yellow as they try to get the one car removed. I think some of the corner workers may have jumped the gun up there trying to get him back under the green flag and were forced to throw the yellow. So they will get Swank clear and we'll get back to green here with about 10 laps to go. Still got just
This lap 4 in that red FC is behind you, so the safety car is probably going to jump you.
Get that one clear, and the field will tighten back up behind the pace car. And let the safety workers get their work done under safer and yellow conditions.
So far, Steve, we have missed most of the rain. There's 2 little cells that are still approaching. It looks like Mid-Ohio is just about going to be in between both of those. There's a little empty space right in the middle, and it looks like at the moment, obviously we're not weathermen and can't predict that, but it looks like we may miss the majority of this rain. It's either going to go just a little southeast of us or northeast of us, and our hopes are that we'll hit that little hole in the center of those 2 storms, and hopefully they go right on by as the pace car comes by me with the field in tow. But there's certainly, I would say, certainly still is the chance of a little bit of liquid sunshine, as we call it here.
Well, if we can get them going, I'm going to go back to what they use a lot in NASCAR terms, the vortex theory. Keep the cars circling and keep some heat going and just push that off, or at least that's what's people well above me have called it. I don't know if it actually works, but as of right now, the rain is definitely continuing to hold off. And the starter in front of me here at the main start stand has pulled the double yellow. And we are going to go green. So as they come up to Thunder Valley,
here we go.
The car just hits turn 11. The lights are out.
He's going to jump you. He's going to jump you.
Field is singling up. Getting ready for a restart. Top 5, Nico Vardis, John Wilhelmi, William Niemeyer, Amy Hallowell, and Denny Sidiri. Through the carousel, looking for the green flag. It is out. Nico Vardis will get on the gas, and he will pull away from John Wilhelmi. But they'll go side by side for that second position. Amy Hallowell took a peek, and she'll stay side by side, but chopped right across the nose of William Niemeyer. He'll hold on to that third position through turn number 1 as they work up the hill towards the
green color, that's what I got me.
and the top of the keyhole. Even Vardis holding on to that top spot. He will pull away. Continues to run.
3 FC is behind you too, so watch it.
As he did yesterday, run away with the field, but Wilhelmi is not letting him get as far away as he may have on the last couple of restarts over the last 2 races. So down the back straightaway through the kink at turn number 3, heading to turn 4. It's Nico Vardis with the lead.
Popped into view now, still about that same jump he got the last time we saw the green flag, but Amy Hallowell getting a challenge from Denny Sideri. Denny makes a move on the inside of the straightaway. They're not the same class cars, but he gets by to move into 4th. Bill Niemeyer still sits in 3rd. John Wilhelmi in 2nd. Amy Hallowell now back into 5th spot as Sideri takes that Formula X car into the 4th position.
And Hallowell had made that jump to the inside of Niemeyer there in turn number 1. He would chop the nose off coming across in turn 1, cost her the momentum. And by the time the end of the long back straightaway, fall back to the 5th position. As Vardis across the line, Wilhelmi. There goes Niemeyer, and he's now getting pressure from Sideri. Hallowell back to 5th.
We got a lot of rain, a lot of rain, a lot of rain.
And she's going to get a challenge from Jack Lawrence as they head down towards turn number 1. 21, still not close enough, but Baruch working to close down for that 5th position on Hallowell. And we're starting to get reports of a few more sprinkles over in turn number 4, so that's one of the fastest places on the racetrack, so they'll have to tiptoe through there as they start to work their way down the back straightaway. Nico Vargas continues to hold that lead. He has opened it up by some 2.3 seconds and continues to climb. Starting to see that rain falling here on the front straightaway as well. Starting to pick up, get a little heavier. And Rusty, we did.
It's real heavy right here, I can tell you. Right here in the S's, it's coming down hard now. Here comes Vargas, has to crawl around the corner. Got 2 cars spinning off.
Down hard, coming down hard over here.
4 right now, 3 cars. One of them's going to be in the gravel. Watching these cars, I got 3 or 4 cars. There's another one has spun, so
Beach it. I'm in the
I've
sand.
got 3 cars that spun. I got one in China Beach. Everybody else spinning. There goes Glenn Gibbeton. There goes the 30 of spinning once again. Of Rex Gunning. We saw a spin out of Hollowell. There's another spin behind him of Eric Pickering. So, yeah, our field is struggling out here in the middle of the S's. And just that fast, the rain lightens up once again. Still coming down lightly, but again, I do have a car that is in the gravel trap at the top end of the straightaway, so we're going to have to get out.
Right now, I'm in a do not finish because I'm stuck.
And the 21 had spun here coming off of the carousel as well.
Close out yet,
Steve
so I don't
Demeter,
know,
but now
maybe just
tiptoeing
I can't
through turn
see,
13 and across the start-finish line
I don't see any
is our leader, Vargas. He comes across and they continue to talk on the radio.
Yeah, I'm at the end of the straight. I should have seen everyone going really slow. Damn it!
Peter Berg, the FE2, is the car that's sitting in the gravel trap. He's facing me, so it's hard to get the number on that. That's the FE2, second place FE2 runner, and see him spinning the tires in the gravel.
I think I should get out of my car and help with recovery.
To get out of there by himself. He's not too deep into the gravel, but he's definitely going to need some assistance to get out of there, and he is what we would call in an impact area, coming right off the top end of the straightaway.
And the 37 has come to pit road. Amy Hallowell, crew goes to work on that machine, switching tires out.
Back on if you do it, and you're done, and you'll get a do not finish.
I don't know if they've got rain tires down there or not. I think she is going back to another pair of slicks. And the field not working under the yellow, but they are working at almost pace car speed as they're coming down the straightaway right at the moment. Another car coming down pit road. That's the 47 as he is working his way. Glenn Gibbeton Jr. And Rusty, I believe that's one of the cars that you mentioned spun down in front of you.
Yeah, I think it would be easier for me to tell you the cars that didn't spin than the ones that did. And again, nobody came together. Everybody just had a real slow, lazy spin out here when the rain started heavy. But we still do have Peter Berg in the gravel trap coming off the straightaway. Everybody else going very slowly, tiptoeing here through the S's. I have not seen another spin yet out in this section of track, as everybody else was able to get back underway. Still have, well, even the light rain is just about stopped here in the S's, so it was just enough to put a little dampness here on the racetrack.
Hey, you're going to figure out how well welding does on your
So
toe
the line is still slippery. The rain line would be, looks like it's in pretty good shape if anybody wants to drive on that. But most of these drivers are still trying to run.
Sorry, but like you're slow.
Well, here on the front straightaway as the leaders come
Going
by,
super slow out here
it
right
wasn't
now,
a heavy rain, but it was those big drops, and I mean, really made the racetrack slick in several places.
A sheep or something on the track. There's a goat or a sheep on the track.
Got another car that's coming down the pit road. That is the 21.
There's an animal on the track.
Here on the front straightaway, or got really squirrely and ended up into the gravel trap. Drove through it. Steve Demeter, and he is going to be heading to the garage. And one spin is enough.
Yeah, rain coming down again here. It's lighter than it was, but still light, steady rain. So at this pace, we're not going to be able to get the track dry. We see Amy Hallowell coming by right now. I don't know that they have an intermediate tire for that. That's a spec class car. Typically they wouldn't have that, but she looks like she's got pretty good traction. But
on the track, by the way, there is a dog on the track.
She's also driving close to the rain line. Nico Vargas comes by, and he is
Dog? Gotta go.
Apparently.
On pretty much the rain line as well. as he is driving around. And again, everybody going slowly here through the S's as they all struggled just a little bit when that rain came out.
Well, this is less than satisfactory.
Again, so I don't think you guys are really getting anything anyways.
And as the field gets ready to come by, the rain has picked up here on the front straightaway once again.
Really slow.
Definitely heavier over in Thunder Valley as well. The main racing line was starting to dry out a little bit as they kept circulating, but now the officials have said, you know what, it's just a little too wet, and we're going to throw the checkered flag as they come back around. So waiting for Nico Vardis as he works his way back up through Thunder Valley and now into the carousel at 00 at F1000.
My phone's getting rained on. Son of a
At
bitch.
a ton of pace. He's going to see the checkered flag as he comes out of turn number 13, rolling under the checkered flag now, and there's your winner.
Truck or white flag or anything, so I don't know. What turn are you at?
As they'll cut this one a little bit short.
That's a long straight.
Coming down. It's definitely picked up here.
Looks like they may have called it. I don't know. I
On the
got
straightaway,
999 up
starting
on
to
the
see a lot
board.
more people popping up umbrellas.
They're just going like super slow.
And the 65 of William Niemeyer. John Wilhelmi is third. And then waiting for our fourth and fifth place finishers to make their way across the finish line. But Rusty, as you mentioned, I mean, I can see a hard rain coming down here on the front stretch, and the track has definitely darkened up. So we're getting close to losing the racetrack, but a lot of sunshine out there behind you.
Yeah, this will be pretty short-lived here. This rain's going to blow through fairly quickly, and then we will be back to... we have a nice steady breeze out here, and as you can see, some nice blue sky out there. So we'll have to see what kind of a delay. We've obviously got some work to do. I've got a couple of cars that need to be towed out of harm's way, towed out of the gravel here.
Kind of not a heavy rain, but it's not late.
And depending on that timing, we'll have to see whether that next race will start
Like a big drop. I think there's some other cars off because they're talking about some cars in the gravel.
with the rain, or whether or not we will be able to dry the track out while we're running that. And that's the last race of the day, I believe. Group 7 will be up next. And as you mentioned, Steve, the rain definitely picking up right now, coming down harder, and the track continues to get wetter and wetter. But these drivers are going pretty slow here on their cool-down lap, and we'll be looking to come into the pit lane.
Yeah, the rain is picking up, getting harder here on the front straightaway now.
It's raining now. It's really raining now. So yeah, I'm sure you guys are called.
As the final couple cars make their way across the start-finish line, and as I look at the radar, there's two cells here in central Ohio. One is about 15 or 20 minutes south of us, and then one that just comes across
My guy is trying to pick me up.
Lexington area, just here south of Mansfield. So we will watch for that to move through. I'd say probably way that it's been moving to get here should be cleared out of here in the next 20 or 30 minutes. But unfortunately here on the upper half of the racetrack from the start-finish line all the way up through the top of the keyhole, it is pouring. So I'm thinking that's probably the same way it is down where you're at, Rusty?
Yeah, I'm almost getting a little wet out here. I know it's probably pretty terrible where you are, Steve, there in that air-conditioned glass-enclosed booth that you are working out of, but it's not quite as nice out here, as we do have quite a bit of rain coming down now, for sure.
Well, we talked about it, and unfortunately Mother Nature sent it to us. So rain delays, part of racing almost, it seems like. So
This rain can stop any moment now.
got one more race to go. We'll see what call
They said not for 20 minutes. It's going to rain for 20
Wait
minutes.
this one out for a few minutes.
They don't know what they're talking about. It's not going to rain. It's going to rain a little. It's going to rain for 20 more minutes.
So we have one more class. Thank you very much, Mother Nature. You couldn't wait for about another 30 minutes. But want to congratulate Nico Vardis. He has picked up the win, and the officials are now declaring group number 7 a rain race.
Attention on the paddock, attention on the paddock. Group 7, we're now a rain race. You are a rain race. Group 7, you are a rain race.
So as they call it a rain race, I guess they will get everything prepared for group number 7. Because I'll tell you what, here on the front straight, we're
raining hard now.
Yeah, we are starting to see puddles.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So puddles are starting to develop here on the front straightaway, and as the cars come down the pit lane, these poor guys in the open wheel machines.
They've called the race. Get out of your car and go find some trees or something.
Now their uniforms are going to take a little bit to dry out.
Yeah, right now the poor guy is Peter Berg, who's still sitting in the gravel trap out here. And as the rain just pours down, but the wrecker and safety vehicle have reached his position, and they'll have to, he is getting out of the car right now, and they are going to back up to the edge of China Beach and try to tow him out. He's not down in the gravel too far, but he definitely is going to need a little bit of assistance to get that car out of the gravel.
Or during our lunch break. We unfortunately would say that the rain was not going to come, but we are not meteorologists.
Obviously.
And
that's obvious now.
Yeah. So, but looking like it is moving quickly. As we mentioned, we look off there to the northwest, and a lot of blue sky and big white puffy clouds, but unfortunately some of those white puffy clouds decided to go gray and bring us some of this moisture. But Rusty, we can get some good racing in the rain. We have seen some phenomenal racing here on the wet over the years, and we'll see what this group number 7 gives us, the GT cars, as they get ready to roll out under rain conditions.
I still have a great and dedicated crowd out here in the Essex. I just want you to know. Our fans here are still the best, no matter what we got going on. I think there's at least 5 people here, but they're all here to watch our great racing go on as we are still working on the Peter Berg extraction from the gravel trap. And we'll see how long it will take us to get that car out, the 95 FE2 machine. But we do have, there are some folks standing underneath our Mid-Ohio deck area to try to stay dry for a little while. Like you said, Steve, I don't think this is going to continue to come down for all that long. We can see some sun here on the backside of the S's even coming down. So hopefully short-lived, and we'll be able to get our Group 7 cars out here shortly.
I'm just going to keep my fingers crossed and hope that I rolled my windows up in my car, because it's been a while since I've been out there, and thinking things may be clear through the day. Hoping it would stay cool.
Yeah, I got a couple of windows open in the motorhome that I knew I should have closed before I came out here, but hopefully it won't get too wet in there.
Yeah, and as you said, fans, they look at the fact that they paid their money to be here, and they're going to stay and get every ounce of racing they can get. So I know a great view over there behind you on top of the hill. You're in turn number 5 and watching the S's. So that's where the action happened when it started raining. And we'll get group number 7 out here shortly. Hopefully wait this little bit of a rain shower out. The officials are staying nice and dry and there at the start-finish line. Got to give a shout out to all of our corner workers that continue to work around this racetrack, making sure everything is safe and on point. And they're standing out there in the rain as well. Some have dove into their cars for a little bit of shelter. We always appreciate those that come out and work the corners here in Mid-Ohio.
Peter Berg now out of the gravel, and they've turned him loose here to make his way back around to the pit lane. But obviously he's got to take it really easy now. He's throwing up big rooster tails. We've got, as you mentioned, some puddles now on the track. So he will have to take it easy to make his way around to the pit lane. And just like that, the rain stops here in the Essex. So we do not have rain now. Obviously the track is completely wet, but the rain has stopped, and with as warm and windy as it is right now, the track temperature, what it is, this will not take very long for it to dry.
Well, we've still got it coming down pretty good here on the front straightaway. I mean, it's a light rain, but definitely as I see some of the puddles are getting some sprinkles in it. But I think as it moves through here the way that it has come from the northwest, it'll come across and get clear from the entire racetrack very quickly. So things are brightening up, as you said, Rusty, and got a nice breeze out there. May help blow things across and get it at least into a raceable condition, as we don't have the jet blowers here as we have on the pro weekend. So but we'll get the GT cars all lined up. Our group number 7 will be coming up here shortly. They've just got the 72 car clear of the racetrack back here on pit road. Got it pulled into the paddock, and they'll get that all sorted out. So unfortunately we lose one to about halfway due to the rain. Track conditions are going to be extremely slick for our next group. But we'll see how well the racing line works around here at Mid-Ohio. For those cars, we've seen plenty of racing around here in the wet, Rusty, and like you said, a lot of times it will put on a great show.